Right then, welcome back to another magazine look through. This time, something slightly different. Instead of looking through the whole of the magazine, we're just going to look at one particular thing. And no, it's not Sonic 2. I'm not interested in Sonic 2 today. We're looking at issue number 2 of Mean Machine Sega. So November 1992 this would be. And we're going to look at a review in particular. Now this review is none other than Grey Lancer. Now, I've been playing this recently. Found out about it through RetroCore, the young chap from Liverpool who's moved to Japan. Check out his channel. I'll pop details below. He did a video a few months ago now about the gems of the Mega Drive, and this was in his list. And this is what I played on my Nomad when I went away to Newquay. I'm sure you've all heard the story. Anyway, I played this recently in a stream, one of my GRS's, and Daren, Mr. Boxhead, he did some very good quoting. I don't know if you've got the magazine, Daren, but you pretty much nailed the quote, what you came out with. He said that Mean Machine Sega said that it wasn't very good, and a bit of an avoid 'em up. I think that's what the quote was. So I've dug out the magazine, and we'll see if Daren's memory is as good as he thinks it is. So we'll have a look, shall we? So Grey Lancer, £39, $39.99 import. Control joypad, controls infinite, skill level 3. Responsiveness good, game difficulty easy stroke medium. First day score, completed 4 levels. Origin, a bog standard scroll shoot and power up blaster, virtually devoid of new ideas. How to play, fly the horizontally scrolling landscapes, shooting everything in your path. So let's have a look then. Apologies for smashing the phone there. To the average chap in the street, any lone pilot who pins himself against a full alien empire is seen to be a bit funny in the head. However, the aliens of the universe seem to respect their true Tommy grit, to the extent that no empire is complete unless it has one time or another been ravaged by a one-man death machine. However, this possesses something of a problem for the up-and-coming designer alien empire who might not actually want to invade our solar system, kill loads of people and have terrible revenge wreaked upon them. One race in such a bind lighted on a simple solution, kidnapping all of those crack pilots, teleporting them into a section of space filled with heavily armed gunships and blowing them up. This crafty plot probably would have been succeeded too, but those xenomorphs, obviously that's a play from the actual Aliens films, went and forgot to kidnap the most dangerous pilot of all, 12-year-old Lucia Cabrock. In a rage over her father's kidnap, crack piloting obviously runs in the family, and indignation over being overlooked as a threat simply because she's a pre-teenage schoolgirl, Lucia leaps into her top-secret CSH/01 Grey Lancer and sets off for revenge. Now, you've got to agree that's a pretty good story. So let's have a look at what Jazz has said. Grey Lancer treads the well-worn scroll, blast them and power-up boards with a few new ideas to show off. Its best point is its different firing modes, but what a shame to only allow the player to pick one mode at a time. Cycling through them mid-game would have added a whole new aspect to the otherwise dull proceedings. Another problem is that you spend much time dodging things and blasting, which quickly gets tedious. The game desperately needs more action, but what really killed it off for me is that the game is very easy to complete. Shoot 'em up fans should breeze through this within a day. The graphics, sound and presentation are all okay, but really Grey Lancer falls flat in the playability department. If you're after a decent blaster, there are loads of better ones than this. Thunder Force 3, 4, Hellfire, Gyanog, Biohazard, or just a few of the alternatives. Now, a couple of screenshots. And they're talking about the different weapons. I know what they're saying because you just pick one at the start and then you've got to stick with that. The Grey Lancer certainly is advanced. Not only does it possess such sophisticated weapon systems, it also has a variable speed gearbox too. This allows the pilot to alter the velocity of the ship at the touch of a button, although top speed is the hardest for space combat. There are Times when slow speed is essential. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think most shooters though have that speed option. I mean, it's pretty standard on PC Engine games. So far I'm looking for the quote. It's got to be somewhere, isn't it? Here we go. Here we go. I found it. Calling Grey Lancer a shoot 'em up is a bit misleading, as it's more of an avoid 'em up than anything. The amount of time spent dodging debris and twisting through tunnels far outweighs that spent shooting things. This is a real pity actually, because it can get really tedious. The variable weapon system, although cribbed from Hellfire, is quite entertaining. That said, the weapons are the most entertaining about Grey Lancer. The graphics aren't that bad, the presentation is fine, and the sound is okay, if nothing great. There are a couple of problems with the playability. Firstly, credit is a long time to wait to change your targeting program if you make the wrong decision. Perhaps calling it up the menu when the game is paused would be a better idea. Secondly, the afterburner tray on the sparky tracks left by your ship often make it very hard to see what's going on when the screen fills up. Many fatal bullets remain unseen thanks to the haze of spangly effects, and even some aliens find themselves masked by this screen. However, seen it all before, blues are the real down point of Grey Lancer. Although spotting which game each idea / alien / level has been stolen from is quite fun for a while, it doesn't excuse the almost absolute lack of original thought which went into this game. So, I don't think they like it, do they? Difficulty settings 3. Continues, cannot be changed from option screen. Lives, no changing in your lives either. Scenario mode, turn the occasional intermissions on and off. Button controls, change the function of the buttons around. So that comment came from Rad. So let's have a look at the final scores. 92 for presentation, lots of options and great presentation throughout. Skipping through some of the intermissions can get tiresome. Graphics 70%. Some impressive looking bosses and backgrounds. Sprites and effects generally poor, and the backgrounds are of inconsistent quality. Sounds 45. Lots of tunes and effects, but they're all crap. Playability 63. Quite nippy and responsive, unoriginal. The action doesn't take too long to get tedious. Lastability 45. Overall 48. Tries to remix a lot of old ideas without much success. Thunder Force 3 and 4. I know Pine, yep, we've heard that already. So, there we go, Darren. You were spot on with your quote on my stream. So, I don't know if you've got a magazine or what, but you've got a good memory, I'll tell you that. So, apologies for Shaco Vision. Hopefully you've not got motion sickness. But that was just a quick video to show you the thoughts and feelings on Grey Lancer back in 1992 from Mean Machine Sega. I mean, personally, I think the game's got a bit of a cult following. Prices have gone through the roof. What is it now? About anything from £150 to £200 on the Japanese cartridge, boxed, manual complete. Personally, I think it's a good game. I've played it on normal, completed it. I wouldn't say it was too easy. And I've just started it on. Sorry, I played it on easy, and then I'm just started to play it on normal. But yeah, I think it's a good game. I think it's a good game. I'm not a big fan of Hellfire, so Grey Lancer for me does beat that. But obviously, that's just my opinion. So sadly, no Sonic 2. If you are interested, I can always do a separate video for Sonic 2, so let me know. So until next time, I'll see you later on, cockers. Cheers.